Bitcoin, are they going to, is the SEC going to sign off on a Bitcoin ETF, you think?
I think approval is inevitable.
Imminently?
And I think there's nothing left to decide.
You have heard it straight from the mouth of Jay Clayton, the former SEC chairman. It is imminent. Imminent Bitcoin ETFs will come. They will come this week. They will come next week. We're not exactly sure when, but we know they will be here. Bitcoin ETF searches on Google are going insane. Never seen before. How many people are looking up Bitcoin ETFs? $17 billion under management, ready to be poured into cryptocurrencies. My friends, this and much, much more, we're gonna cover it today. Why my new price prediction of $347,000 Bitcoin is so imminent and possible. We're gonna jump straight into that in today's video. What's going on, my free thinking rebels, and welcome once again to another Decrypting Crypto. I am your host, Stefan Subero, the Holistic Growth Mentor. Happy New Year's. This is my first video of the year, and what an amazing start to this year. It's just, I don't know if you can see my excitement, but I'm excited. Lots to cover today. Look, we are here on a mission to help you, busy parents and entrepreneurs, to exit this financial system and join the new one, my friends. Learn how to generate passive income and build a legacy for yourself, your family, and your community. Okay, the first thing I want to look at with you, Google Trends. If you go on Google Trends right now and you put in the search Bitcoin ETF worldwide, this is what's going to show up, my friends. It's literally gone off the charts. We can't even see where it is, but the search for this specific term is going insane. What does this mean? People are aware of this. A lot of people are looking at this. This is the biggest news in cryptocurrency in a very long time. And what do you think that effect will have on the retail investor, right? You need to understand the psychology of investing, the psychology of the market cycle. And this is what this will do. People are going to flood in, probably to buy the ETF, which I don't recommend, but money is going to come into crypto. This is the first thing we're looking at, right? So we have Bitcoin ETF search just going nuts on the internet. And now let's review the full video from ex-SEC chairman Jay Clayton. Let's hear what he has to say. And it's really interesting. So let's take a look.
The Bitcoin, are they going to, is the SEC going to sign off on a Bitcoin ETF, you think?
I think approval is inevitable.
Imminently?
And I think there's nothing left to decide.
I love how he just says that there's nothing left to decide. So you must wonder, what the hell is Gary Gensler really thinking? What is the delay? What is it all about, right? So yeah.
And I credit the SEC for where they are. Where are we? We're comfortable with the disclosure. Joe just went through the cost of investing in a Bitcoin ETF. People need to know what the cost of doing it is. They need to know, about the underlying Bitcoin market. Is the Bitcoin underlying trading market something that is what I would say is robust enough, efficacious enough, where you can rely on it? It is much better today than it was.
Take a look at the list, my friend. Look at the list.
It was 5 years ago. 5 years ago, there was wash sales, there was laddering, there was all sorts of things that you wouldn't want to make available to the general public because of that risk. And the last thing, I think this is missed, is the technology to actually provide the product, the custodying,
You're not really custodying, so that's not true, but whatever. ETFs, you don't really own the asset, but yeah.
This is a big step, not just for Bitcoin, but for finance generally. If you can digitize, tokenize underlying assets and trade that way, that's a potential significant change across finance, not
potential, significant, massive change. And this has been happening for a while, my friends. This is not something that's new because of the ETFs. Tokenization has been in cryptocurrency for a while. Yes, the technology is advancing every day.
Just in the crypto space.
But you think Bitcoin ETF approval is coming and imminent?
Yeah, I do. I could be wrong, but that's what I think.
Your opinion matters. former SEC chairman.
It does. There we go. We heard it directly from the SEC, ex-SEC chairman. Imminent Bitcoin awaiting decision. So I want to show you what I have discovered. So if we can see here, this is the assets under management from all of the companies ready to launch their Bitcoin ETF. You have BlackRock with a massive $9.4 trillion, Fidelity 4.5, Invesco 1.5, and the list goes on. The smallest amount to go in on Bitwise is going to be 1 billion. So the total assets under management from these companies is a whopping 17 trillion. Now, I was just kind of playing around with this, and in my mind, I'm saying to myself, what if $7 trillion went into Bitcoin? What would that do? Where would the price go with that number? So imagine my excitement when I go over to the cryptocurrency, the Bitcoin market cap chart, to take a look at, where are we right now? How much money is in Bitcoin? So currently we're sitting around $8.7 billion in crypto, right? In Bitcoin specifically, right? At the all-time high, we were at $1.1 trillion when Bitcoin was at $70,000. So, we need to get back to that level to even consider breaking the all-time highs. But this is where I really was amazed. And it's funny because you can't make this shit up. A full Fibonacci extension from the top to the bottom of the previous market cycle brings us, it's crazy, but it brings us exactly to about $7.2 trillion. Think about that, $7.2 trillion. There's about 17 trillion available through all of these ETF companies. I think it's more than possible that we can see $7 trillion flood into the crypto market. Then I told myself, what is the price of Bitcoin if we have $7 trillion? If you come over to the Coin Perspective, really cool site, you can kind of play around with market caps and with prices to kind of give you an idea of what it would take for a coin to get to a certain level. So what I did was I input custom market cap. I put in $7 trillion. What happens if $7 trillion goes into Bitcoin? That's a 661 price increase from where it is right now, bringing us to a $357,000 Bitcoin. So once again, I come over to Bitcoin's price chart right now. Currently, we are sitting right down here, little $46,000. Small numbers, right? And if we do the same thing, a full fib extension from the top to the bottom, basically the top of this extension brings us between 315,000 all the way up to about 352,000. So very, very close. This is why, my friends, I believe this $357,000 Bitcoin is possible. ETFs are coming. 17 trillion under management ready to be poured in. We don't need all the 17 trillion. We just need a little bit. Slowly but surely, we will get there. This is going to be the biggest bull run in the history of cryptocurrencies. And I want to make sure you are positioned and ready. If you need guidance, please use the link in the description and apply for a breakout session with yours truly. And let's see how we can help you on this journey. That's all I got for you today, my